The last video of this series will be about internal division systems. And we have got two main kind of internal division systems. We have got vertical internal divisions and we have got horizontal internal divisions. Vertical planes and horizontal planes. Vertical planes are internal walls. And horizontal planes are subcategorized into two. We have got raised floors and we have got suspended ceilings. Okay. What is the function of these systems? The function of it is dividing the interior space of a building into smaller spaces. Okay, I'm going to put an arrow here, internal smaller functional spaces. Okay. The functional spaces that internal walls are dividing are, or probably will be room, and the functional spaces that horizontal divisions dividing are technical space or void and a room. Okay, what kind of technical equipment pass from the technical void that the raised floors or suspended ceilings are passing? Service system components. Like what? Like air channels, electric or data cables or other cables, okay, all type of cables, all type of channels of course, and different types of pipes belonging to the air condition systems, pipes belonging to the clean water systems, and pipes belonging to the dirty water systems. Okay, so these pipes, if wanted to be hidden inside an open void, will be placed in the technical void, which has been generated by raised floors or suspended ceilings. Okay, so what will I do now? I'm going to draw an intermediate floor here, and I'm going to draw my column there. Let's extend it slightly more, and I'm going to draw another intermediate floor like this here. Okay, column continues upwards, downwards. We have got beams here, beam there, and the floor continues that way and continues this way as well. And I will have a wall here. I'm going to draw that wall very schematically, and I'm going to have a window opening there as well. Let's be more realistic. Okay, let's have a masonry wall here, and let's have, or let's not draw it like it's wood, let's have a lintel there, and we have got our parapet wall here. Okay, and let's assume that we have plaster and plaster here and there as well. Okay, I'm not going to draw it more detailed. Okay, so let's assume that we have got cables here, cables passing and going to somewhere. Okay, and we want to place here a electric bulb, and let's assume that we have got a channel passing here. Okay, so in order to hide them, I want to construct here a horizontal plane. Okay, in order to focus on the architectural drawings, I'm going to raise them like that. Okay, so I want to generate a plane here and hide the service related components inside this void. Okay, that will be a suspended ceiling void. Okay, but what I will do is I'm going to erase all these because I want to draw the internal wall in this drawing also. Okay, that's why let's have more space. Okay, now I want to generate a plane here. Okay. Okay. So a bit like that. But before generating that plane, let's say that this is a room A, and I want to have a room B here. So what will I do? I'm going to construct here a wall. Don't forget that walls will divide and separate these two spaces. So usually 90% we want the wall to start from the top of the structural part of this floor and ends below the structural part of the upper level. Okay, so from this ceiling to that floor we are going to have our wall, and that wall will be named as an internal wall. And walls have what type of structural systems? 1, masonry, 2, frame, 3, casting, and 4, panel. All 4 may be used in that wall as well. Okay, so I'm going to draw 2 walls here. The first wall will be a masonry wall. Now that wall hinders the beam in the background, I'm going to turn it into a dashed line. And of course we are going to apply, if it is a masonry wall, plaster on both sides of it. Okay, and now let's assume that we have got a room C. Let's draw it here. And let's say that room C is a frame structured, lightweight steel frame structured wall. We are going to have a U profile there, and we are going to have a U profile here, and we are going to have our lightweight steel CE profiles there. Okay, and we are going to cover both sides of it with a board. 90% it will be a gypsum board. In order to make its acoustical performance, alright, we are going to fill here with glass wool blanket acoustical insulation, like that. Okay, And let's assume that we want to place a suspended ceiling there. Don't forget that suspended ceilings usually come close this space between two walls. So we do not construct the suspended ceiling firstly and construct the walls secondly. We construct the walls firstly and suspend the ceiling secondly. Okay, what we need to do in order to hold that plane, generate that plane will probably be made of a board. Okay, what type of boards do we have? This is a board. It's probably a gypsum board, but it can be a wooden or timber or even a cement board as well. Rare, but it can be. Okay. So in order to support that wall, that board, like we support these two boards here, we need to have a backing structure. Okay, firstly, we need to hold it from two sides. Okay, so we are going to get a profile made of wood or made of lightweight steel or made of structural steel. And we are going to tie them to the walls. And then we are going to generate a substructure like this. And we are going to convert it into a grid. Okay, and we are going to hang that thing to the wall, to the ceiling on top. Okay, so this is suspended ceiling void. These are the suspended ceiling substructure, and this is the board. We already wrote it there. Anyway, let's write it again. Okay, and okay, I am going to put an arrow here. This is the suspended ceiling suspension wires or suspended ceiling support. Okay, as these will be exposed to tensile stress, we can use small section of supports like wires in the suspended ceiling systems. Let's assume that we want to generate a void on our floor as well. Again, we will need to have a board there. Okay, this time the board will probably not be made of gypsum, but it will be a wooden board or a cement board. And don't forget that in the construction market there are several firms specialized in producing their own suspended ceiling panels and own raised floor panels, and they sell all this system as a package. Okay, so instead of using a wooden board or cement board, you can get a raised, you can buy a raised floor panel, a specialized one, specially produced for being placed as a raised floor from those producers as well. Okay, and what will we do? We are going to have a similar structure. Okay, we are going to, on the sides, okay, have our panel or board to be held from the sides as well. We can tie them to the wall, but as there will be more load which is going to come on top of our raised floor, you may also choose to support them with supports beneath them. Okay, and we will probably have these kinds of supports. not self, yeah, yes, self adjustable supports. Okay, and we may also generate a frame to support the raised floor system as well. So that is a raised floor panel, This is raised floor support, and these are raised floor substructure. Okay, that's all. See you later.